The year is 1984. Van Halen is riding high on the success of their 1984 album. But behind the scenes, bassist Michael Anthony faced a shocking demand. According to the band's former manager Noel Monk, backstage David Lee Roth and the Van Halen brothers cornered Michael with an ultimatum. Sign away all future songwriting credits and royalties or you're out. Under intense pressure, Michael gave in. That night, he signed away millions of dollars and the rights to music he helped create. Eddie's motive was clear: total control of the band's finances and legacy. For Michael, who had always been loyal, it was a devastating blow. Even on stage, Michael often found himself diminished. Eddie Van Halen later admitted, "Every note Mike ever played, I had to show him how to play." He even claimed Michael brought a video camera so Eddie could teach him the bass parts before each tour. Michael, ever the diplomat, stayed silent. He said, "I'm proud to say my bass playing and vocals helped create our sound. I'd rather take the high road." But by the late 90s, Eddie had sidelined him completely. On the 1998 album Van Halen III, Michael was credited on only 3 tracks. Eddie played bass on the rest. The bassist, who had been there from day one, was being pushed into the shadows. The unthinkable happened. Eddie quietly announced his teenage son Wolfgang as Van Halen's new bassist, replacing Michael after 28 years. Michael later revealed he first found out on the internet. He was miffed that the band was calling it a reunion tour without him. David Lee Roth even cracked, "This is not a reunion, it's a revision." Wolfgang later explained his father's thinking. By 2006, Eddie felt Michael had drifted away, enjoying his time with Sammy Hagar. Still, after nearly 3 decades of loyalty, Michael Anthony was suddenly erased from Van Halen's future. Looking back, Michael admits his biggest regret is how the story ended. In a 2025 interview, he said, "We should have gone out with a bang, not a whimper." He lamented that he and Eddie never made peace. Michael believes that if Eddie hadn't passed away, they would have reconciled, maybe even planned a massive reunion tour. But one thing gave Michael closure: Wolfgang. In late 2023, Michael attended a mammoth WVH concert in Las Vegas as a guest. He later recalled, "We sat and talked, and really there was a lot of closure for me there." He described Wolfgang as a great guy, a great musician, whose band kicks ass. In that moment, Michael finally reconnected with his old bandmate's son. Michael remains proud of the history he and Eddie made. "We made history," he says, but admits some wounds never heal. Was this just the harsh reality of rock and roll? Or did Eddie Van Halen go too far with Michael Anthony? What do you think about Michael's revelations and regrets? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more untold stories from the legends of rock.